In the final episode of our transatlantic series, we attend a disappointing senior officers party, we show you more iconic venues on this beautiful ocean liner, there's more fabulous food, and it's the final gala night of the cruise. So was it a mistake to book a west to east transatlantic? Watch this episode to find out.
Right then, morning all.
Morning all.
Paul's got something to show you.
Well, early start for us this morning because we've got an 11:15 a.m. appointment.
Yes.
With the captain.
Yes, look at that.
We're going for cocktails in the Queen's room.
Yes, that might be dangerous without any breakfast.
Well, yeah, we haven't had any breakfast, so cocktails for breakfast. And as you can see,
Paulie's got his cocktail shirt on. So that's exciting. So we're just about to head there, but let's go and show you what the weather's doing today. Thankfully, it's not raining, as you can see here, but it's still pretty cool. It's in its 60s, isn't it, the temperature? But as you can see, the dark blue Atlantic Ocean. Oh, there's a ship. That's the first one we've seen over there. Tanker.
Got any flat language, is it?
Yes, you can see. There's Southampton over there somewhere. And there's New York somewhere over there. So, yeah, it's not going to be sunbathing weather again, is it, Paulie?
I don't think so.
No. Will I be able to get Paulie outside?
I don't think so.
But let's go and meet the captain. Yes, we put our little ticket the other way now, so Roberto knows we're not asleep. He's looked after us very, very well. So we're going to go straight down to Stairway D because we think we've sussed it now. After 6 days and 2 previous cruises, we think we can get straight to the Queen's room if we go to Stairway D and get up for 3. Because this ship is hickledy-pickledy. Paul thinks we've gone wrong.
That was C.
No, here's D.
Oh, okay.
So then we need to...
Straight into 3.
Yeah, so let that lift go with that lady. And then we'll press the buttons here. Because here... Queen's room. Now we should be outside the Queen's room. I don't know if that's promising or not.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
So we're early, we found it, the Queen's room. We're here. Good morning.
You're welcome. Please.
Thank you.
Come on through.
Would you like to keep it?
Welcome, how are you?
Can we keep them? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, nice
Hello
to
there.
meet you. How
Thank
are
you. We're very good. Thank you very much. Hello. Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Oh, is that a Bloody Mary?
Bloody Mary, yes.
Oh, I'll take the Bloody Mary. Thank you. Oh, Bloody Mary to start with. Hi. What you got, Paulie? Bit of bubbles?
I got some champagne.
Champagne. Oh, cheers. Our day started in the Queen's room at the Captails.
Yeah, we'll remember that. It was the Captails Catkin party. It was the captain's cocktail party. It was the senior officers party. Actually,
Yes.
was the actual title. And I have to say, what a waste of time it was.
Oh.
So we walked in, and there's, like I said, people lined up. I approached the captain, held my hand out, and he said, I don't shake hands. Now, Carole is going with her nursey head, which is infection control. I'm going with what a rude man.
No,
But
you're not. He's not rude.
everybody's different.
Well, you know, the days... After going through COVID, the day of shaking everyone's hand all the time.
So what did Amanda, the cruise director, do when I said, "Oh, thank you ever so much for reading my birthday message out, even though I wasn't actually up in time to hear it?" And she came straight across and she held my hand and said, "No problem at all." So I'm going for grumpy captain. You go for infection control captain.
Yeah, okay. Difference of opinion. Anyway, so we...
Cheers.
What we thought we were going to get some speeches from the various personnel aboard.
Dignitaries. Personnel aboard?
Personnel aboard.
Oh, I thought you said personnel aboard. I thought, is that a new word?
But anyway, we sat there, we had some lovely cocktails. It was 11 o'clock in the morning. We had some Bloody Marys, and Paulie had some bubbles and a cider. The officers were mingling with the crowd, and the captain did walk behind us, but we didn't get a chance to have another chat with him. And then we were sat thinking, I was thinking, Captain's got to do a speech at 12. He always comes over the tannoy and tells you exactly where we are, etc. And it was getting towards that time, and then we sat there waiting, and all of a sudden one of the entertainment team come on the microphone and said, "Oh, it's been left to me just to say that there'll be no speeches today. Thanks ever so much for coming." And we sat there and thought, "Oh, is that it?" So
and that was it.
And it was it.
So as I said at the beginning,
it was a bit of a damp,
what a waste of time.
It was a bit of a damp squib, wasn't it? And then the captain came on the tannoy, didn't he, with his usual speech, which went like this.
He started off with saying, "Just to let you know, I'm quite a grumpy captain, and I won't shake your hand."
Maybe he could be bothered. He's getting off on Saturday, so he just probably thought, "Sod it, I can't be asked." I don't know. But anyway...
Shake my hand, captain.
No, I do get... Anyway, let's not go back and forth. So, currently, we are 580 miles away from Land's End, and we're going over the Porcupine Abysmal Plan. Abysmal Plan!
This is why, when you're Carole...
It's called the...
yeah, but that could be anything, mate. It's in Carole's writing. That could literally be anything.
Abysmal Plain, I meant to say.
Yeah, well, there you go. Look.
Which does have depths of up to 4,000 metres, which that's deep, isn't it?
Wow.
That is deep. We've now sailed 2,395 miles from New York, and we've got 777 to go to Southampton. I love all the facts and figures and stuff, and as you can see from the maps that we've been showing you, Paulie's not bothered, are you?
As you can see how riveted I was by that.
Denied, isn't it? So we go up to 7 to see Jane and Corinthia.
Yes.
It's really hard to get a table in the Golden Lion, isn't it? But we are late. You need to get the bit 11 o'clock, I think, don't you, Paulie?
Yes.
So
Tomorrow's our last opportunity, so we're gonna...
yeah, we're always too late. But we've been doing other things, so you can't do it all. So we're going to head up to the Corinthia Lounge now. We're hopefully Jane. They do like snacks in there, don't they? Now, the time went forward again, 1 hour. We're getting closer to British summertime, so just 1 hour and out now, aren't we? So we met Jane in the Corinthia Lounge and decided to get some lunch from the King's Court buffet and eat it in Corinthia Lounge because we wanted to get our table for the quiz, because it gets very busy. You've got to be early to these places to get tables, don't you?
You have indeed.
See, King's Court was busy, wasn't it, Paulie?
Yes.
Obviously, you see the Corinthia Lounge is busy because everyone's waiting for the quiz. The pub's busy. Paul has just been into King's Court and got... So is that prawn curry, is it?
It's prawn curry and it's chicken curry. And he told me that the chicken curry was very spicy.
Let's see how spicy it is, Paulie. It does look very red.
Yeah, it's got a bit of heat.
Not too hot, though.
It's spicy, yeah. Not too hot, no, but it's got a kick to it, seriously.
Are those little Welsh cakes?
Yeah.
Are they mini nams? Mini nams. So I've gone for the chicken stir-fry and stir-fried vegetables, which is absolutely delicious. So yeah, so we enjoyed our lunch and then it was quiz time.
It was quiz time, it was music quiz. In all fairness, it was a little bit harder than the previous one. I got 38 out of 41 in the previous one, and in this one I got 34.
Yes,
I got
34.
34 out of 41. There was 3 teams tied on 40. We had 2 nice American ladies who marked my paper, and one of the...
Our paper?
No, my paper.
Me and Jane didn't have much
Carole and
paper.
Jane sat there and did nothing. Didn't answer a single question. And the one question, and they play a song, you have to say who sang it, what the song's called, and it was a song called You'll Never Find by a man called Lou Rawls. Now, Carole thought I made that name up, but it's actually spelled L-O-U, and the surname is R-A-W-L-S. But because I was in a rush, I wrote Lou Rawls as in the toilet paper you find in the bathroom.
Oh, but you got your point, didn't you?
But they gave me my points. I said, we're not a stickler for spelling our wings, you just give me the thumbs up. So
Quizzes are a great way to meet people, aren't they? Because you do
They are.
start to have a bit of banter. So if you do enjoy quizzes and you do enjoy meeting people, then we definitely recommend that you join in. Right then, so I want to just let you know about the stateroom dining and bar facilities that are available. Now, we've got a full post about this on our website, so do check it out, paulandcarollovetotravel.com. Paul's written all out and he'll be updating all the prices on there, because there are a couple of prices, but most things are complimentary.
there's still a lot of complimentary items.
Yeah, as if you can see on there.
Yeah, just have a look at that, and then you won't have to bother to look at our website.
Well, no, they will have a look at the website too, because they can go and see that. But if you want any alcohol, as you can see from the back, then it is extra cost, as it would be in any of the bars. Yeah. So do check that out, because it's 24 hours a day. So if you don't fancy going out for dinner, or you just wanted to just chill in the cabin, then that's available for you. So after the quiz, we had a good walk around the promenade, didn't we? And it was the weather was cool. We haven't been blessed with very good weather on this crossing, have we?
Early days, we were thinking this is going to be fabulous, but then sadly,
Yeah, it's been very cold.
We had about a day and a half, and then it hasn't been great.
There's been a lot of conversation. I don't know if this is true or not, and let us know in the comments, because we don't know about navigational routes, etc. But there's a lot of passengers that are a bit grumpy, saying that Cunard have taken the north route, which is the most economical route, to get back to England. And apparently there's 3 ways you can do it. We don't know if this is true, so don't say,
Basically, what we're imparting with you now is some complete unsubstantiated gossip.
Exactly.
And to be fair, I got told this on the very first day by a man who came up to me and said, love your videos, blah, 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 blah. And then he continued to tell me this story. And the story is, there's 3 routes. There's the most economical, there's the safest, and there's the best weather. And they have chosen the most economical. So basically, the weather's been rubbish, but if we'd have moved just a few degrees one way or the other, the weather would have been lovely. Now, like I said, that's unsubstantiated gossip. We got no facts.
So is
proof,
there 3
anything.
shipping lanes coming back from New York to Southampton?
So,
do let us know.
So we would love to know, but because we were led to believe by lots of people who've done the transatlantic, so if you've done a transatlantic, do let us know, that the ship goes directly over the site of the Titanic, and we haven't gone anywhere near it. Miles and miles and miles away we've been. So obviously there is different courses, but why there's different courses, if you know, then do tell us.
And then we got told, well, we don't go over the route of the Titanic out of respect. But then we've heard that actually they do sometimes.
And they sometimes
then
lay a wreath.
Lay a wreath. So
Yeah.
anyway, so we can't find out that information, any facts.
Yeah.
We should have asked the captain when we came in, yes.
Well, he wouldn't even shake the hand. He wasn't going to give me any answers to anything, was he? Can
Anyway.
Can I ask you a question, Captain? No.
No, I'm sure he would have. But anyway, so we did have a brisk walk around the promenade, as you can see from this. And then we went back inside and sat in the chart room, and I was just planning on doing a bit of work on the computer, but we had so many people come up and chat to us, which was absolutely lovely. So thanks for everyone. In fact, this one couple said, "Oh my God, our friend on Facebook sent us a picture of you and said, these people are on the ship. If you see them, can you get a photo so we can put it on Facebook?" So that was all a bit random, wasn't it?
It was.
But we bumped into Andy, Sue and Lewis again, which is always lovely to chat to
And
you.
the people who came up to us, they're known as Ken and Barbie.
Ken and Barbie.
Yeah, that's what she said. We're known as Ken and Barbie. His name was Ken, hers wasn't Barbie, but she apparently wears pink a lot, so her friends call her Barbie.
But it's been so much fun catching up with everyone, hasn't it? It's been really great. 20s. It's 20s Gala Night tonight. Now, for those of you that don't know, a few people on here said, well, how do we know that it was a 20s night?
So you go online, you put an email address in, you put your booking number in, and then you'll have a My Cunard thing. So then you can go into it.
So on there is a section called calendar. It'll be populated with every night of what the dress code is. And most nights it's smart attire, though anything does go. Do check out our video that we did after our previous Cunard cruises, because people get so mixed up that Cunard's, you've got to dress up, you've got to wear a tuxedo all the time. You don't. You can go casual. So do check this video. I'll put a link in here that gives you all the lowdown on that. And also on our website we've got a post all about the dress codes and all about the gala nights. But for us, on our calendar, we noticed that on the second night of our voyage it was red and gold night, and the second to last night it was 20s, so that you know what to pack. So make sure you do check that out. And tonight it was 20s, which was always good to see, isn't it? Everyone in their sort of their gangster, their flapper, their Peaky Blinders type sort of outfits. And the thing that we love about Cunard is most people do make an effort, but again, you don't have to. I bought some very cheap accessories off Amazon for me and my sister. Paulie bought a new hat and his bracers, and we were all set to go to have a dinner in the Britannia restaurant. Right then.
Right then. Just remember, kids, smoking's bad for you.
It is. We're ready for flapper night, aren't we, Annie?
Flapper night.
So 20s, look, we're dressed in all the regalia, as you can see. Look, Paul is in his suit with his bracers on. Yes.
And my hat, Annie.
And your
That's
hat.
my other part of my
Yes.
outfit.
So there we are. So I got my pearl necklace on, my fag, my long gloves, and let's go and party. So we are back in Britannia, aren't we, Paulie?
Yes.
Yes, just about to decide on our meal. This is gala dinner, as you can see here. I don't know if you can see the menus with the light shining on it, but escargot, duck parfait, salmon roulette, salad of watermelon, pearl barley, green asparagus, roasted onion soup, or oxtail broth. And then for entrees we've got the surf and turf, venison, halibut, fillet and pepper tofu. And also a mushroom ponzarotti. Ooh, baked Alaska chocolate brownie. Ice creams, marzipan, panna cotta, rum roasted pineapple, and a selection of sausage cheeses. That's a great menu, isn't it? Would you say, Paulie?
Yeah, it's good,
Yeah, have you made up your mind yet?
And interestingly, they've got what cheeses it is tonight, which they didn't before.
Oh, no, look, they've got a double
Gloucester.
Oh, that's from our hometown, double Gloucester. So have you decided?
Yes, I have.
What are you having?
I'm having the salad of watermelon.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Roasted onion soup, surf and turf, chocolate brownie, and a cheese plate.
Oh my God. That's a lot. That's a lot, isn't it?
Drinking my dinner as well.
Is he? Oh, he's going mad. See, I might have the salmon roulette. I'm going to go for the roasted onion soup, I think. I'm either going to go for the surf and turf, or I might go for the halibut fillet. I had halibut before, didn't I? And I really enjoyed it. And it must be, I think, baked Alaska. But we'll see what comes out.
I had, and it was a first for me, I had a watermelon and feta salad, which was absolutely divine, I have to say, with the saltiness of the feta and the sweetness of the melon. It worked really well. You had
Salmon roulette.
and then
Not roulette, is it? Roulade.
Roulade. Yeah.
And that was
Pick your number, but there's a salmon going around the wheel.
That was delicious too.
And then we both had roasted onion soup,
Yeah.
which was nice, but is not as nice as French onion soup, I have to say. That's one of our favourites, but it was still nice. Carole, after her halibut experience on a recent cruise.
We've been to Alaska on Holland America Koningsdam, so do check those vlogs out too.
So they'll be out.
But that was my first taste of halibut, and I loved it. And I spotted halibut on the menu, so I had it, and it was absolutely delicious. It's real thick, chunky fish.
Yeah, very meaty.
Yeah, really, really tasty.
And what I had was very meaty because I had meat. I had a filet mignon with 2 big prawns. So it was a surf and turf. So not a lobster tail surf and turf, but a surf and turf with some prawns. And I have to say, it was all delish. And
for pudding, I had a rum baked pineapple, and it was lovely. And Paulie went for Mr. Predictable.
Chocolate brownie.
Chocolate brownie. So again, another fantastic meal in the Britannia. Decided to go straight to the King's Court Theatre because it's the 8 o'clock show, and it was called Aficionata, which is all about dance. It was celebrating the world of dance, basically, wasn't it? And it was, again, a lovely, lovely show. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Fantastic dancing. They did all sorts from different eras, didn't they? And also some Irish dancing, which was really, really, really good.
And it wasn't just dancing, obviously, lots of singing. As we said in our earlier broadcasts, the 4 singers on show were fabulous, as are all the dancers. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and even though the man with the most boring voice in the world that makes an announcement before the show, so there will be theatrical haze and strobe lighting, no video or photography is allowed due to copyright, which is an absolute load of cobblers, because you can't have copyright on somebody's face or dancing around. It's just, I think Cunard must have paid this bloke a lot of money, I bet 100 years ago, because he sounds like he's a million now, this bloke, and they must have paid him a lot of money years ago, and they're getting the most out of using the voiceover. Anyway. So when the show actually finished and they were coming out and doing their curtain calls, we were incredibly naughty and we could suffer the wrath of Cunard and be banned for life, but we took some photos. But the show was over.
They were just bowing and saying thank you very much for coming. So hopefully we haven't broken it.
So for the first time we have got a few.
But it's a shame that Cunard don't allow you to take photos, because their entertainment's really good. Other lines encourage it. So please take photos. Please take videos if you want to, and share it on social media, because we want people to know
what you're
going to
what you're going to get, Cunard, if you come into like the, from out of the 1800s and whatever you're in, is you're going to get free advertising with people. I mean, you all get morons, because we've been to shows before now.
That's the difficulty.
And there was like a 100-year-old woman who was videoing everything with the light on the front of her camera and shining it.
So I do get it.
But all you need to do is go up and say, look, love, your light's on your camera. But I don't think she would have
I don't think that, from a video point of view, I think, if you want to take a couple of photos of the show, that'd be great. I don't think that people should be sat there with their cameras up, because that's really frustrating. But just to take a few photos would be nice, to show you just a little bit of what we've seen.
Which was great.
It was brilliant. So then we decided to go to the pub, because there was a 20s themed quiz, which we thought we've got no hope in hell of doing.
I was just hoping that all the answers were going to be 20, because it was a 20 theme, but it was
so hard.
It was so hard. They started off, they did it in sections, 20 questions, 5 in a section. The first section was 5 famous people born in the 20s, and scarily, I did get 3 of them, but one of them was Betty White, which was really easy, and the other one was Max von Sydow. The next section was literature. It was just so hard, and I was over the moon. The team sat next to us got 3 out of 20, and I thought they did well. We got 8 out of 20, and the winning score was 12 out of 20. And
but it's always, like we said earlier, it's always fun to do the quizzes,
it's good fun. It is, even though if you know nothing or if you know everything, it's still good fun.
Yeah,
but it can be very, very competitive.
It can be. So then we popped into the Queen's room just for sort of 15-20 minutes and sat and watched some of the dancing, because it's always lovely to watch all the dancing and all the lovely gowns and everyone dressed up. And then we thought, right, let's get to our first. We haven't been to G32. Now G32 is the nightclub on Queen Mary 2, and it's fab.
And it's the best nightclub at sea.
It is. It's brilliant.
That's not open for debate. You can put anything you like down there. G32 is
in
the
our
best
opinion.
This is a fact. The G32 is the best looking nightclub. It's 2 stories. It's fabulous. I love how they decorated it. And what they do is they have a live band.
Yeah.
And then they do a set, and then the DJ does a set, and then the live band, then the DJ, then the live band, then the DJ.
And 4 tunes of the live band on here at the moment. They're great.
They're
really
fabulous.
good.
Now, this is what Carole said to me when we went in there at about 11 o'clock. We're going to go in there and we'll just have one
for the road.
That was at 11 o'clock. At 10 to 3, we left G32. And this is what makes me smile, because people think about, oh, Cunard, fuddy-duddy and all, old people in there and whatever. We left, there were still people dancing at 10 to 3.
We had a great night. We just want to give a shout out to Dot, who come up to chat to us, and the Irish girls, Pat McBride, who follows us on Instagram, and also always has a lovely chat on there.
Is that McBride?
It is Pat McBride.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what she said to me.
Thanks,
and I recognise it from Instagram.
Oh, there you go.
And also Sue and Rob, who we sat and chatted to for ages. So thanks, guys, for all coming to say hello. And it's great. So if you are on Queen Mary 2, make sure you get to G32. And then we got back to our cabin, and then there's this. It's gone so quick, hasn't it? So we've got one more day to go.
It's gone quick because we've had an hour nicked off us most days.
Well,
and the captain's doing the fastest route back. So as you don't have to shake anybody's hand.
Anyway,
no, I can't let it go. I can't.
You can't. We will let you know how our last day on board goes. Right then, so we've had another lovely comfy night's sleep, haven't we, Paulie? We're loving our bed.
Well, we haven't had a night's sleep because we've had about half a night's sleep because of what time we got in, because we were dirty stop outs. I'm feeling very tired.
G32, so much fun. Anyway, we're up and ready for our 3rd instalment of Angela Rippon. We've been thoroughly enjoying her talks, haven't we, Paulie?
Well, it's a little bit different today because it's a Q&A. It's a Q&A, so...
And come and look at this. Surprise, surprise.
Well, I was halfway through saying something, but don't worry about me.
What did you want to say,
Well, no, don't matter. Go on. You just do your thing. Don't worry about me. Because it's Carole and Carole love to travel, and don't worry about Paul. Go and show the people the sea. Go on.
I'm just excited because the sun's out. Because we've had pretty, well, it hasn't been atrocious weather, but it's not been the best. So as you can see here, look at this. So hopefully we'll be able to spend some more time on the promenade.
What I had to say was going to be far more exciting than that.
What?
I don't know, I've already forgot what it was, but I'm sure it would have been really good.
Anyway, I can't get past you, got the backpack
open
on.
the door then.
I hold it on my bum. Right then, let's go.
It's interesting that every day I go out, it's like I'm going on an excursion. It's all sea days, but I'm still taking a backpack out every day. I don't know what's going on really, but...
Well, we don't want to sit in the cabin and transfer... Every day I transfer all these little video clips over to an external drive because the disaster we had once when my phone broke. You off, Paulie? Bye!
Coming then.
So our last day on board started off with the lovely lady Angela Rippon again, wasn't it? We went back to the King's Court Theatre where Amanda Reid was doing a Q&A.
And also taking questions from the audience.
Yeah, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Such a lovely lady, such a wise lady who's had this most fabulous life and got such a great outlook on life. And she's going on Strictly, so we'll be rooting for her there.
Most definitely.
So we thoroughly enjoyed those through the week. Then we thought, let's get to the pub because we still hadn't had a pub lunch. And it's really hard, as Paul explained earlier in the broadcast, that it's so frustrating because people just sit there and instead of having something to eat, they should be asked to move on, because it is very popular and the food is really, really good. We managed to get in, didn't we?
We did.
We propped ourselves on a table with this other couple that were quite happy for us to sit next to them. I ordered chicken tikka masala and you went for the pie.
Yeah.
Paul was excited for pie, weren't you?
I had steak and ale pie and it was delish.
And the chicken tikka masala was excellent. Excellent service, as we've had all throughout in the Golden Lion. It's just been fabulous. So do make sure, if you plan to have some lunch in the Golden Lion, get there early. The pub's noisy, so it wasn't the ideal place. I've been loving listening to the captain's announcements at 12 noon. Just couldn't hear it in the pub, which was such a shame, because I've been writing me little notes of how deep the water is and everything, so I can't give that information because everyone was talking over it, which really frustrates me. I wish people would, as soon as the tannoy come on, I wish people would just stop, but they don't. Everyone used to stop, didn't they, when the captain put
Not
well,
anymore.
Paul doesn't
Not
sometimes
anymore.
either.
I think when they found out that he wouldn't shake my hand, then people stopped listening to him. So, but I listened to him, and what I can tell you is that the water was 2'7". We were 75,000 miles from Southampton, and the sea was also wet.
We were just heading past the tip of Cornwall, I think, because we started to see land, didn't we? So that was a delicious lunch at the pub, wasn't it, Paulie?
It was, all I have to say is pie, and that's all you need to know. It was awesome.
Yeah, very, very good. So last day we managed to do it. And there's one place that we need to show you now, and that's the library. So come with us and we'll take you to the biggest library at sea. That's lovely Andy that we've been talking about. See you later. Library, there it is on deck 8. So let's go to the largest library at sea.
5, please.
No, we're going
Number 5, please. Number 5.
No. Number 8, going to the library, Paulie. Yes. And the bookshop.
Did I tell you when I got run over by a mobile library van?
No.
Both my legs were broken. And the woman got out who was driving it, and I was writhing on the floor in agony, going, oh, my legs, and she went,
Oh dear. Sorry about that. So then it was time for a good walk around the ship, as we like to do, and this time we popped up to the library.
Can I just say, when Carole says as we like to do, it's as we like to do.
I love exploring and seeing parts of the ship. Paul would just sit in the bar all day.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
So when you said as we like to do, you were fibbing, weren't you?
Well, as I like to do. If I didn't get him to go walking around, he'd just sit there with his Thatcher's gold and, yeah, with a face like that.
Like Jabba the Hutt.
Exactly. The library on Queen Mary 2 is just fabulous. It's huge. It's got, I think, over 10,000 books. It's just a wonderful, wonderful place to sit. You can look over the bow of the ship, as you can see here, and it's just, I just love it.
I do have to say that it is beautiful.
And it's got a little bookstore on the side, which you can obviously buy books and other little gifts. They've even got Lego and stuff in there. So it was great to have a mooch around there. We then headed, the sun was shining, so we thought, let's go on the promenade and have a walk around. So we did that. And there were seats, they've got some lovely old-fashioned wooden seats on Queen Mary on the promenade. It's a really wide promenade, as you can see here, and we decided to just sit there in the sunshine and watch these, and just watch the waves. And the waves have only been little small ones because we've had a very calm cross, haven't we? But it's just a perfect place to sit, and we all fell asleep, didn't we?
Yes.
It's that sad time, look. We packed our cases. We're going to self-disembark tomorrow, so that means that we're going to take our cases off ourselves. We've been allocated time. We can stay until 10:10, can't we, Paulie?
Yes, it's very, very civilised.
It is very, very civilised. But as you can see from here, preparing for disembarkation, if you do want to put your cases out, then it's between 5 and 11. You have to put that outside your cabin door and attach the right colour code, and then they'll be taken ashore for you, and you just have to pick them up there. But as you can see, breakfast is available in King's Court till 9:30 and other places in Britannia till 8. So we'll probably grab something in the King's Court before we leave. However, we've got one more night, haven't we? And we've got to go and now do our live. So fingers crossed that the signal's going to be strong enough for us to do that.
I know I'm a Morgan doom and gloom, but this is the most I've ever been concerned about doing a live.
Yeah, it was all right. It was just about okay yesterday. Yeah. So fingers crossed it's still the same today.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
Time, and because we haven't had our live booked for 7 o'clock, we went to the King's Court, didn't we? That opens up for 6, so we sat there. We were a little bit early, got there about 10 to 6, got ourselves a seat and waited for the buffet to open, and Paul was so excited to see pie again.
I haven't had a pie all week, and then it's just like London buses, they all come at once. But this time the pies in the buffet were little tiny pies, so I forced myself to have 2 of those, which was delish. They were minced beef and vegetable.
And I had some gammon with some potatoes and vegetables, and that was very nice too.
Yes. But then, as we'd virtually all finished our dinner, they brought out a great big bowl of Yorkshire puddings.
They did, which we had one, didn't we? And they were delicious.
Yeah, they were nice.
So then we headed down to the Connections to set up for our live, which we were quite nervous about because the signal down there had been sort of quite variable, hadn't it?
Yes.
But anyway, we sat down there, set up in the connection room. So thank you so much, Hannah, for allowing us to use one of your rooms down there so we could have some privacy and some quiet to do that. And it was brilliant, wasn't it? Actually, the signal to start with, I reduced the sort of definition down to hopefully that would help, but I don't think it did. So a bit pixelated to start with, but sounded loud and clear, we were told, weren't we?
We looked like a couple of people off Crime Watch.
Yeah.
Our faces pixelated so they didn't know who it was.
But it was so fantastic to see so many people there, all our regulars and lots more.
Yes, it was really nice, and we were going to do an hour, and we ended up doing the best part of an hour and a half.
We did. So do check out our lives, because there are lots of information, and we obviously do those direct from the ship. So people want to know about Cunard because it's such a great product. So there you are. So that's information is there for you if you want to watch that too.
And then we headed for
the last show of the cruise.
And it was a doubler. It was a double header. So it was Tom Briscoe from earlier in the week, and it was Odyssey from earlier in the week. I gotta be honest, Tom was brilliant at the start of the week, not so good last night. He was a little bit, I don't know, because his time was cut down, I don't know if he felt he was a bit rushed, but he certainly didn't have the...
He had us giggling away, but not laughing out loud.
He didn't have the smoothness of earlier in the week, but still funny.
Yeah.
And Odyssey, I would have said they were as good, if not better. Because they did some Queen stuff as well, which they hadn't done earlier in the week, which was really good. So yeah, so if you get a chance to see either of those, I would definitely go and see them.
Yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed it. And then when we were coming out, we bumped into Philippa, who we've had some lovely conversations through the week, and with Andy, Sue and Lewis. So we had a great chat with them and said our farewells.
Yes.
So thank you guys for your company. Yeah. It's been absolutely fabulous.
And thanks, Sue, for offering to do all my ironing for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I thought that was lovely.
Ah, brilliant. And then we thought, you know what, we haven't had a gamble, and we had a few dollars on our purse, hadn't we, after giving out a few tips. So we thought, you know what, let's go to the casino and see what we can do.
So we designated ourselves $50 each. Carole turned her $50 into no dollars. I turned my $50 into $53.60.
Exactly.
So I was $3 and a bit up.
I was
$50 down.
Yeah, but it was nice to have a little flutter at the end of holiday. I wish we got in there early in the week, actually. So that was a funny end to the evening, wasn't it?
When we first booked our west to east transatlantic, everyone told us that we were doing it the wrong way, as an east to west crossing means you actually gain 5 hours during your trip. However, if you do travel west to east, you will lose 5 hours. But for us, booking the west to east crossing worked really well. After spending 7 nights exploring New York, we've arrived back in Southampton, totally relaxed, with no regrets and definitely no jet lag.
So there you are. That's just we've had a fantastic week on Queen Mary 2.
And it's been gone in the blink of an eye.
It has. We've just arrived back in Southampton. It's such a civilised way to get back from New York. It's been absolutely fantastic. So we hope you enjoyed our series. We're heading home now and getting ready for our next cruise. So make sure you do check out all our other videos, because we've now cruised with 14 cruise lines, we worked out, didn't we? So lots and lots of information on our YouTube channel and our website. So go and watch some of those things and read some of those things now.